My fellow bassists, I watched a Flea bass solo the other day and noticed quite a lot of negative comments. Definitely not incredible when you compare it to actual incredible solos. Why is this noodling around incredible? One word, sloppy. There are many fast and clean players, don't drink the Kool-Aid. Okay, those are definitely some pretty spicy comments, so in this video, we're gonna watch that same video that they were reacting to, as well as some others, and I'll also give you some tips and exercises to improve your own playing. So let's take a look at that controversial bass solo. Okay, so the first thing I'd say is that this solo definitely seems pretty improvised. There's no repetition going on, the tempo fluctuates quite a lot, and he definitely just seems to be playing whatever comes to him in the moment. This is definitely a matter of taste. Some people love seeing a musician just express themselves with absolutely nothing holding them back, while other people prefer seeing something more polished and planned in advance. I personally slightly prefer the more composed side of bass solos, stuff like Power by Marcus Miller or Flea's bass solo on Coffee Shop, but I do also really enjoy improvised bass solos like this one. One really interesting thing I noticed is that there's actually a lot of Cliff Burton influence in this bass solo, especially those kind of half-step moments like this. And also the big bends. And then there was that lick at the end of the solo, this one, which sounded a lot like this lick from Pulling Teeth. If you look at some videos of Cliff's improvised solos, you might find that there's some similar comments there where I think people are just not really a fan of the improvised nature of it. But is Flea's playing actually sloppy? Let's take a look at another video where he's playing a slap bass line. So his right hand technique is looking pretty good to me there. The only thing I'd say is that because Flea has his bass really low down, it means that he has to have his thumb pointing downwards like this when he slaps, rather than kind of parallel to the string like this. I wouldn't say that there's anything wrong with slapping like this, because Flea does this and he has a lot of great slap bass lines using this technique. But there's no doubt that there are certain bass lines that are way, way harder with your thumb pointing downwards. For example, with your thumb parallel, you can play really cool double thumb bass lines like Power by Marcus Miller. But if you try and play that with your thumb pointing downwards, you'll quickly realize that it's impossible. So I would recommend learning slap bass with your thumb parallel to the string, because that gives you the option to play any slap bass line that you want. But if you're 100% certain that you have no interest in playing double thumb or those kind of Marcus Miller, Victor Wooten style slap bass lines, you can use the thumb down technique because you can still play some pretty awesome slap bass lines like that. I really love that last Flea bass line, so I extended it into an exercise that will develop your ability to slap triplets and also practice your ability to pop on every single string. Try playing it along with me now. So if you want to take more of a deep dive into Flea's playing and composition techniques, right now you can get my online course Mastering the Masters at 60% off, which is my lowest price ever. I'll also teach you the secrets of 9 other bass masters like Cliff Burton, Pino Palladino, and Joe Dart, and every lesson comes with an exercise in the style of that bassist, along with high quality tabs and backing tracks. The fastest way to sound like a pro is to learn their secrets, so just make sure to tap the link below before midnight on July 31st if you want to take advantage of this massive discount. Alright, now that we've analysed Flea's slap technique, let's take a look at his fingerstyle playing. I'd say that Flea's fingerstyle technique is looking pretty great there. Even though he's playing really aggressively, he's still got pretty efficient movements, which is really hard to do. The thing about Flea is that he's a very passionate and animated player, especially live. His performance is just as much visual as it is musical, and even though he doesn't play every single note perfectly every single time, that's not really the point. You can tell from the studio recordings that he can play really cleanly and precisely when he wants to, but live, he just wants to have fun and be in the moment, and the crowd absolutely loves it. One thing I've noticed about Flea's lead parts, like Around the World, is that he often really likes using these patterns that have a lot of hammer-ons. Sometimes they're in groups of 3, like this. And then other times they're in groups of 4. I made an exercise for you that will allow you to practice all of these different groupings in one exercise so that you can just throw them into your bass lines and solos wherever you want. Try playing it along with me now. Okay, so overall I would say that no, Flea definitely does not suck, and even though his technique might not be quite as polished as players like Victor Wooten or Marcus Miller, he has absolutely incredible energy, stage presence, and songwriting skills, and the music that he plays doesn't even really necessarily require the most complicated bass lines possible. If you're bored of searching around on YouTube for the right exercises to practice, make sure you grab the massive discount on my online bass course, Mastering the Masters, while you still can. It's 60% off at the moment, which is the absolute lowest price it's ever been, and I'll show you exactly how to master the techniques and secrets of the world's most legendary bassists. This is the fastest way to transition from an intermediate to an advanced bassist, so if you want to get that huge discount, just make sure to tap the link below before midnight on July 31st. Thanks for watching this video, have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one.